Hello guys, good evening. Myself Aishwarya Pisa from second year student of IT branch in Zil College of Engineering and Research Pune. This is my first YouTube video and we are going to learn in this video the most important topic in the data structure and algorithm is the technique for the sorting. The basically what is the sorting? Sorting. Sorting is the process of arranging the data in some logical order, and this logical order may be ascending or the descending. In case of numerical values or the dictionary, order in a case of alphanumerical values. Types of the sorting. There are the two types of the sorting. First is the internal sorting and next is the external sorting. Internal sorting. In this method, only the primary memory is used during this process of sorting, and the main memory is used to store all the data items, and there is no need of any secondary memory for this sorting process. When in the memory at a time all the data to be sorted can be accommodated, then the sorting is known as internal sorting. There are the three types of the internal sorting. First is the selection sort, insertion sort, and the extend sort. In the selection sort algorithm. In the insertion sort algorithm, and cell sort algorithm, and extend sort, bubble sort, and algorithm, and pick or sort algorithm. Second type of the sorting is the external sort. The concept there is a need of external secondary memory for sorting large amount of the data. When the main memory is insufficient to store the data, the external sort method uses external memory like HDD. Hence, in the primary memory, only currently being sorted data is present. The base of all the external sorts is a process of a merging, and different parts of the data are sorted independently and the later on the merged together. The types of the external sort were the merge sort. Insertion sorting defined. Insertion sorting in a C++ to sort an array using a insertion sort technique in C++ programming. You have to ask from the user to enter the size of an array and then enter the elements of a size in random order after receiving the input. Sort the given array in ascending order and using the insertion sort. Insertion sorting concept. In this sorting algorithm, the first iteration starts with the comparison of the first position element with the zeroth position element. If the first position element is found less than the zeroth position element, then first position element is inserted and the zeroth location and zeroth position element is shifted one position to right. In the every iteration, we will compare the every element with all its previous element and the swap with the element having the less value. Now we are going to take an example of the insertion sort by considering an array. Example, now considering an array of having 5 elements. Iteration first. Comparison between the first element 55 and 0th element 31. The conclusion of the iteration 1 is the 55 is greater than the 31. The result of the first iteration is the no interchange. In iteration second, the comparison between the second element 27 and 0th element 31. The conclusion is the 27 is the smaller than the 31. And the result from 0th position element 31, all elements are shifted one position right and 27 is inserted at 0th location. The next iteration, the comparison between the second element 55 and first element 31. The conclusion of this iteration is the 55 is greater than the 31. So the result of this iteration is the no interchange. After completion of a second iteration, elements will be as follows. In iteration third, the comparison between the third element 16 and the 0th element 27. The conclusion of the third iteration is 16 is the smaller than the 27, and the result from 0th position element 27, all elements are shifted one position right and 16 is inserted at the 0th location. In the next iteration, the comparison between the third element 55 and the first element 27. The conclusion of this iteration is the 55 is larger than the 27 and the result is the no action. And the next iteration, the comparison between the third element 55 and the second element 31. The conclusion of this element is the 55 is the greater than the 31. The result of this iteration is the no interchange. And at the end of the iteration third, the list is as follows. In iteration 4, the comparison between the fourth element 49 and zeroth element 16. The conclusion, the 49 is greater than the 16 and the result of the fourth iteration is the no action. In next iteration, the comparison between the fourth element 49 and the first element 27. The conclusion of this iteration is the 49 is greater than the 27. The result is no action. Then the next iteration, the fourth position element 49 is compared with the second position element 31, and here the 49 is greater than the 31 and the result is no action. In the next iteration, the fourth element 49 and the third element 55. The conclusion of this iteration, the 49 is the less than the 55 and result from the third position element 55, all elements are shifted one position to right and the 49 is inserted at the third location. At the end of the iteration 4, the entire list is sorted as follows. And thank you for watching the video.